I was recently hit with a terrifying truth while watching great apes at Twycross Zoo. We first watched the gorillas, literally the only two watching them, and we noticed they were very relaxed and docile, chomping away on food without a care in the world. I didn't film them as there was nothing exciting going on, and it was actually really calming to watch them. Next to their enclosure were the chimps, and we walked over to try and get a good view through the large crowd that had gathered. We did, however, film the chimps, as you can see in this footage. Now, as you can see, the chimps are berserk, constantly fighting, bickering, howling, banging their fists and inciting each other to get involved. They were incredibly obstreperous to the point of derangement. They couldn't sit still for 2 minutes, just like children. It would go quiet, then one would stare, and the rest would soon join in, and it just kicked off again. Now, I noticed when the chimps were quiet, the crowd of humans were quiet, but as soon as the chimps got excitable, the humans got excitable, as you can hear in the footage. Then it hit me, and if I'm honest, it sent a shiver down my spine. Humans are apes. We were watching our closest living relative whose behaviour is eerily similar to our own, and it all made sense then. Watching the chimps explained why humans behave as they do. We share almost 99% of our DNA with chimps. I mean, I knew all this, but seeing the chimps in person really rammed it home. Humans and chimps are nothing like gorillas for the most part. Just like chimps, humans are absolutely not chilled out animals. And like chimps, humans are tribal, forever bickering, fighting, arguing, forever creating commotion and drama. It's like we live and breathe it in one form or another. And like chimps, we create it if there is none. We thrive on it. We revel in the uproar as a species. And this is the basis for everything we do, good and bad. Like chimps, our tribes go to war and fight each other. The only difference is we do it in larger numbers with more devastating weapons. It explains why protesters here couldn't pull this statue down in a relaxed manner. This is why they just go along with what the others do. Monkey see, monkey do. They see those around them whipped into a frenzy and join in when the statue is being pulled down. They're just following what their primitive ape brains have programmed them to do, like we all do. Our tribal brains explain why football hooligans do things in groups that they wouldn't dream of doing on their own. We are social animals. Unlike chimps, however, humans have managed to loosen the shackles placed on them by evolution, but only ever so slightly. We are still slaves to nature like every other animal. We may live in less violent, more peaceful societies for the most part, but that can change in a heartbeat under the right conditions. We are in a constant battle to stop the dark side of our animal nature from coming to the surface. So the next time you watch any large group of humans, remember the way they are acting is because they are apes. This is the reason it really scared me. Vicissitudes could mean we descend into war and chaos if we take peace for granted. All it takes is dangerous, bad ideas to become mainstream, and many humans will just go along with it because that is how our brains work. You wouldn't want chimps with nuclear bombs, and unfortunately, humans having them isn't much better. All this is more relevant because of what is going on in Ukraine, and all we could do is hope the good traits programmed into us can override the bad ones.